Hey guys,
Oh, what's up, buddy?
it's Buzz. Today I'm working on a 2003 New Flyer, and the condition is that it keeps on popping. Well, it's intermittent actually. It keeps on popping the circuit breaker for the starter solenoid. Okay, so right here's the starter solenoid terminal. Goes through the electrical box, then goes to the starter relay in the box with the contacts, and then it goes up to this fuse, which is F25PS. It's a 30 amp fuse, okay? And the fuse, F25PS, is this fuse right here. It's a 30 amp. This is the one that keeps on popping, okay? So hopefully I'll be able to duplicate the problem here for everybody and show them what's going on. So let's, well, first let me show you the capture real quick when I caught it. And how we caught it was we started the bus and shut it down about 3 times, and everything looked okay. So then finally I told another tech, I'm like, take a hammer, crawl underneath there and knock the solenoid a couple times. As soon as he started hitting the solenoid, the current went through the roof on the solenoid, and it wouldn't turn over and start, and then it popped this breaker, okay? So let me show you the capture and then let's try it. Okay, so here's where it happened. If you look here, A is the current. So this is a start where everything's fine. You get an inrush of the hold-in and pull-in windings at once, and it goes up to about 150 amps. Okay. Then as that's happening, these are the C channel is the my battery voltage. So as you're cranking the engine over, battery voltage is dropping. Okay, so then it did that one cycle and it was fine. So then I shut it off and then tried it again, and lo and behold, right here, the current just kept on going up, and it was at a peak of 150, but then it lasted for, if you look here at the delta of the time in between, it was at 4.651 seconds, okay? And that was the length of time that it took to pop that breaker, all right? So now, let me go back to one of the original ones I did here. This is where everything's working fine. Originally, I still had the current clamp around the starter relay in the box of the solenoid. Channel C, the green channel, is the battery voltage, and channel B is the solenoid voltage drop across that solenoid, okay? And that is, I don't know if you could see it or not. Let's see if you can see it. Kind of hard to see. If you look, there's a little tab there to the left. That's the ground terminal for the solenoid. Okay, and then if you go, we can go inside real quick, and I'll show you the other connection. is it? Alright, there's the main feed wire to the starter solenoid. Okay, so basically I pierced that wire right there because it's hard to get on the terminal. So I basically went down. Now, where is it? If I can see it. It's a little cramped in here, everyone. There we go, that black wire right there, and it's coated with liquid electrical tape because I sealed it up because I was done testing. Okay, but anyway, I was checking across there, so I was checking the drop across that solenoid, making sure I had a good power and ground to the solenoid, and then after that, I was comparing it to the battery voltage, and once it leveled out, it was actually pretty even. We were at about it's on my cursors here, yeah, I'm at about 20.73 at the solenoid, and then I'm at 21.19 at the batteries. Maybe, yeah, maybe close to a volt drop, not much. Okay, so that's pretty even. So I know that, you know, the power and ground going to the solenoid is good, so I'm good there, and that's what we initially did, and we couldn't get to act up, and then that's when I finally told the other tech, hey, let's try this, try hitting it with a hammer. And then I'll look at what's going on with it on the scope. So, and the initial one where we found it was this one, which is right here. So that's my battery voltage, and then just the current. I had to take the other lead out of the way because it was in the way of the tech, so not a big deal. So, but I caught it right here. So it took 4.6 seconds for that breaker to pop. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to attempt to duplicate the problem. So I've got the breaker pushed back in, got it on rear run. Let's double check. Yep, and then let's see if it still labors a bit. Start it. Yep, it's acting up again. So now we're going to try this. Hey, you got a sec, dude? Or are you busy? Just hit that start button for me when I tell you to. Alright, so we're going to whack it with a hammer. I know, real high tech, huh? Alright, try it. Okay. Alright, try it. Alright, shut it off. Yep. Oh, owie. Oh. Okay, so I just confirmed the problem caveman style with a hammer. So as soon as we hit it, it didn't labor anymore, and you even heard it, you know, and that's what we had act up. We'd hit it with a hammer, and then I saw the excessive current, and it, you know, popped the breaker right here in excess of, if I can get this stupid thing to focus. There we go. Oh, darn it. Yeah, so like 155 amps at the peak. So anyway, I thought I'd just show that. So, and what's even more funny about this whole situation, if you look at this starter, It's brand new. So, I guess this is a good case of new, never ever worked. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. Everybody have a good evening and take care. Bye.